Episode 3 of the Consistency Podcast is here. My name is Steve from Gloucester, and this is going to be a very, very short show. And my plan was to have recorded episode 3 after my appearance on the Kirk Minahan show tomorrow, but after hearing Kirk's show last night, I felt an obligation to record something before I go on to the show. So, as many of you know, I have been rescheduled to appear on the show twice. The first time was 10 days ago when I was scheduled to go on with Julie, but Kirk's producer Coleman said that he wanted to go with Beanbag Ron because he felt that the combination of Julie and I wouldn't work. And after hearing that show, I kind of agree. I just don't think Julie and I would have been a good combo. And I think the show would have probably gone off the rails or been really boring had it be Julie and I. So then I was scheduled to go on last Thursday, and I was in the car ready to go, was driving up, and I got a message from Coleman saying that they weren't going to record because Kirk was sick. Again, things happen, no big deal. And I went about my day, and, then I was asked to come on to the show tomorrow, and I accept. I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm looking forward to meeting Mutt, meeting the producers, and seeing Kirk, and going through what's going to be an epic show. And I definitely want to be there because even on yesterday's show, Kirk was unsure if I was even going to show up, and Coleman had set a line on the show of my appearances being at 1.5, and he thinks it's going to go over, and Kirk had lowered the line to 0.5. With the thought that I'm not even going to show up. And, that's something that's not going to happen. I'm definitely going to be there. I'm ready. I mean, certainly I have a game plan. There are things I want to talk about. There have things I have written down and, some ideas floating around in my head. But obviously I know that that's going to totally change once I sit down in that chair and Kirk walks in. There's going to be a lot of things to, have to consider on the fly. Is Kirk going to be in a good mood? Is Kirk going to be in a bad mood? Is Kirk going to want to talk to me a lot? Is he going to, be more focused on Mutt? So it's going to be a lot of, changes on the fly and, really seeing where the show is going to go once, the recording button is pressed. So what I can tell you is that my thoughts going into the show are that it is going to be epic. I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking forward to the show. I've been getting some DMs. I've read posts saying that this show is going to be epic and everybody's waiting for it, and this could be the show of the year, and I definitely don't want to guarantee that. But I think it's going to be one of those shows that are going to be monumental. They're going to be important. It's going to be memorable. And maybe it's going to be the start of good things to come. Maybe I can become a regular on the show in terms of, appearances, almost like the Drip Lord or Montante or, Mutt. Or maybe it's just a one-shot deal and, Kirk's going to, be right saying that, it's going to go under 1.5 appearances. But I think the only thing I can do is get there, put my best foot forward and give everybody a good show. And then, if things happen going forward, great. If not, no big deal. I totally understand and, we'll be appreciative of the appearance on the show. And there's going to be a lot going on tomorrow night or tomorrow morning or whenever the plan is to record. I think that, from what I heard last night with Kirk asking Gus to leave, I think there's going to be a little bit of fireworks going on with that. And then obviously having, one of Gus's biggest critics there tomorrow is probably going to add a little bit more fuel to the fire. But again, let's see. Maybe it's a non-conversation tomorrow and, we go down a different storyline and there's different topics and, things are different. But I'm really looking forward to the show. I can't wait. So the plan is definitely to record an episode 4 now after the show and, give my thoughts on how it went and, see where the future lies for the Consistency Podcast and any future appearances on KMS. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys after my appearance tomorrow. Thanks.